Hello everyone. Today we'll be showing you how to remove the odometer on a 1997 or a similar year range Oldsmobile 1997 88. I haven't seen a video anywhere else, so I decided why not show you guys. So the first thing here you're going to want to do is open the glove box. There's going to be, I already have them removed, but there's going to be one screw here, one screw there. Remove these two screws. And then once you do that, for this side at least, you pretty much will have it free. You can go ahead and pull it out just like so. It'll hang down like that. As you get further over here, it's going to be a lot harder and tighter. You're going to have to move this out of the way. One thing I would suggest before doing that is over here. There's gonna be a cap, a plastic cap. Some of you may not have it, it might have fallen off. You're gonna go ahead and unscrew the bolt there. Once that's done, it'll just give you a little more play here. It's not something that's absolutely necessary, but given how little plastic is on this wooden trim piece, I wanted to give myself as much wiggle room as possible. So with that screw out, you can really kind of move this around, and once you do that, you're gonna want to put your foot on the brake. Go ahead and put the keys in the ignition and just turn the key one click. You bring it down, put it in first. Once you do that, it'll give you enough room here now to easily pull this whole plastic trim piece out. It was a little easier for mine because I just pulled it out and I put it back in. It'll be a little more difficult for you, but loosening this bolt over here gave me a lot more wiggle room on this clip point to take it out. So we're gonna go ahead and set this trim piece aside. Once we do that, there's gonna be two screws under this trim plate. For this model, this trim plate is one huge piece. It's a little more than half the dash. In that case, there's two screws here. They are security thread screws. They're not normal bolts like the rest of them, so they're gonna look something like this. I believe that is a hex, so it should have 6. I might be wrong though. And then once you do that, you can go ahead and pull this trim piece out. The way I suggest doing it is starting from the top here. Once you remove those, you can go ahead and wiggle. You have to wiggle it up and down. That's crucial to remove the bottom points. If you don't wiggle it, it's just going to stay stuck and it's going to feel like there's screws holding it in. So make sure you do that, and in the process you're going to want to take out the top piece as well. It's usually easier to take the top piece out first and like have it lean down, and then once you have that, you can wiggle it a lot easier. And then you just wiggle and pull, and do it lightly. Obviously it's old plastic, and this model of car, it's not going to be new, so you don't want to break those clips. Once you get that out, you're going to want to go ahead and remove all the connectors here, and I'm going to go ahead and cut the power on the car for this portion, and we're just going to go ahead and do that, set everything aside, and then we're going to remove these screws. Once you have the headlight connectors removed, it's going to be right here. They're going to be clipped on the top and the bottom. You don't want to close the door because it's going to think your headlights are on. It's going to beep at you constantly, even with the keys out. You can just easily lean this on the steering wheel, and it'll just set right that, so that way you don't have to necessarily remove all of that. You're going to go ahead and be removing these 4 screws. They all are on the white plastic in this case. It's going to be hard to see at this angle, but there's one up top there, and then there's also another one up top there as well. If you notice, I accidentally took out these 6 screws, but I'm going to be taking apart my odometer anyway, so it doesn't matter. So once you're back into first gear, then you have all your 4 bolts out. One thing I want to mention, the 2 bottom ones are in perfect spots but there's holes right under them to fall through. I had this bolt fall through, so I'm gonna have to go under here. I should just go down there and then grab those out. That being said, I went ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and just pull this out. I'm gonna have to put the camera down here to get this out, but there are connectors on the top of this you're gonna want to remove. These clips are really tricky. You're gonna want to use a pair of needle nose pliers. The method I've been using is using the needle nose pliers to spread these two outer clips, and then first thing you want to do is get some sort of flathead under this first clip and then wedge up this first plastic piece. You want to make sure it's unclipped and it's resting above the clip point. In this case it is. Once you do that, you're going to get your needle nose. You're going to want to match it with these two clips here. I'm gonna put the camera down for this, but you're going to match the needle nose in there and then spread it open. It'll unclip these two smaller ones over here on the outside. This one and that one, the center one, should already be unclipped. Once you remove these two clips, you don't necessarily have to pop these off, but I did. Your gauge cluster will come out, and chances are, like me, there's probably a soldering issue in the back. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this thing up, and hopefully I'll be able to have a video for you guys on how to fix a odometer that keeps showing 0 whenever you turn it on, or an error message. Thanks for watching. I'll include some links below as well for some of the items in this video. Appreciate it.